Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. We are here back at Bjorninghus because we got teleported back here after talking to Karazgar. We met him down over, what was it? Was it here? Yeah, just by the old ford, I think. We were going to go to Vegbar, but ended up not happening. Hopefully we can get there at some point because we do have a quest that is somewhere that wants us to go there. It's something we'll try and do, but we do have our quest here for the moment. This is actually looking like the final bit of this chapter, just because it's going to give us a trait point. I could be wrong, but that's normally the way it works, and that'll be pretty nice because right now we only have 1 point, and we're not really worrying about any of the blue line, so it means that we can sort of chuck an extra point into a red line. I also still need to look up a red line tree. I shouldn't have done that, really, should I? Because now my skills are really... I need to wait. Okay. We'll wait. Whilst we wait, let's go have a look at our Hobbit gift of the day. Let's see what's there. A combat run speed boost and 50 virtue experience. I didn't realize there would be a wait, and I also don't know why I clicked that, but let's just quickly wait for that to come back. I am looking into a red line build because a lot of the time it's higher DPS as far as I'm aware, but you have to stand still. So it is a case of I haven't been God, we got a lot of stuff. I've a lot of the time noticed I've been standing still quite a lot of times, so I thought it would be a nice potential thing to get a red line build and go from there and have something I can stand still with. Let's just make sure we got these back on, and then let's go talk to everyone.
It is good to see you outside the confines of my library. Forever it seemed I found you there.
Yeah, because I kept having to go back there, and I currently have to keep going back there on the legendary server, so that's always fun. My daughter journeyed to Mistria for a wedding to Aragorn, King of Gondor, and I've been brought such of my household as desired to attend her. I found the high pass clear and the passage to the mountains much easier than it has been at times in the past. It is a balm of the heart for me to find it so. We must stay a while at Bjorninghus. He has assured me that the household will be welcome, and that we will speak to Grimbeorn, the Lord of the Bjornings, on our behalf.
Speak to the company.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm going to do. Thank you. Thank you, Gandalf. I'm going to do that. And then we'll talk to Arwen.
We will stay here a short time before continuing on to Lothlorien.
Okay.
To Gondor.
Then we meet up with my brothers, and we will continue with Gondor and the White City. And by midsummer, we will toll the wedding bells throughout the kingdom. I hope that you'll attend my wedding, for I understand that you've been helped to all of Middle-earth, my betrothed, and here's the wish that you be there with us. Will you also ask the Lord of Bjornings to attend? It is very kind of him to offer his hospitality for my father's household while we stay here in this time. So they're actually planning on going all the way down here to Lothlorien, then down to the Great River, through the Great River, down through Rohan, and then down here, I guess, and then down here, maybe, and then down to Minas Tirith. Maybe. I don't quite know. Anyway, Glorfindel, let's go talk to you as well.
The mountain passes have not always been as safe as we found them on this journey.
Indeed, they have been source of grief for Elrond and his daughter, for it was the Misty Mountains that Celebrane, Arwen's mother, was captured by the orcs. It's a sad story, and I wish not to speak more of it. You brought it up. But I know in my heart Arwen is full of joy in the wedding that will come at journey's end. This land holds much sorrow for her. With the abundance of caution, I chose to safeguard the company as I travelled, and I am pleased to report the passage was without incident. After a short rest, we will continue on to Lothlorien, but I am confident we should have little to fear before we reach the safety of the wood. Alright, Grimbeorn, hello, my friend.
This is what happens when I open my door to a wizard.
There will only be two of us, you told me, and there was more and more and more. Now the Elf Lord and his household to come and take up residence at my humble home. What? Do I wish to attend the wedding of the Elf Maiden and the King of Gondor? Do you think an invitation will remedy these irritations and inconveniences? They might have consulted me before their arrival. The wizard has already given up on entertaining his friends. He has gone inside again. Follow him and to convey my displeasure. Attend the wedding. Bah. Okay, let's go talk to Gandalf. You've really upset him. Just thought I'd let you know. He wanted me to tell you. Right. Interior locations are sometimes a bit of a pain. There we are.
Grimbeorn is free to tell them they are not welcome, but I do not recommend it.
He's displeased with the arrival of everyone in his household. He's free to tell them not welcome, but the Lord beyond surely knows better than to risk the ire of an elf lord, let alone several. It's to be hoped that he knows not to risk the ire of an elf maid planning for her wedding, for that way may lie his truest danger. I return to study the Black Book of Mordor. I will let you know when I've discovered anything further. So Black Book of Mordor continues in a future update. So if we had just like blitzed through this and we were at the like level cap when this stuff came out, this is where it would have left. And this still shows, even if there's still stuff to come, I'm pretty sure. So I'm pretty 99.999% sure that we've got stuff after this. We've got a class trait point. We'll get this because it is better. And then we also have an interlude. And I don't know potentially what's after that. I assume after the interlude, then we get another thing. Let's just quickly put this on. We are so close to 90k. I said this, I was doing a stream the other day, and I was saying how this character is so much more powerful than my other one now, because I've only got like 60k morale on him, or like 70k. And we're almost 20k extra. Yeah, and my stuff is like, my bow's better because it's a higher tier bow. But yeah, I'm still got a lot of work on here, but we're doing a lot better. So I have better armor, better stats and stuff, but I have a worse bow because that is a first stage bow. It is also higher tier, as in I've added extra stuff on for masteries and stuff. We're at like 1000 damage, I think, something like that, whereas this one is currently 800. So it's like 1300 or something like that. So we definitely need to work on that. I'm hoping to do some streams more often and get stuff done like that, but or at least just do it in the background, so hopefully good too. So let's go quickly go talk to Grimbeorn. Swamps, Shades in the Swamp is what our thing is, and then I guess if this doesn't lead on to anything else, then we'll just have to kind of Google it and find out where it is. Okay.
I know that Travel wishes me to reopen the trade route into Mirkwood.
I'm also going to pick that up, potentially, and I'm not going to worry about that one, but that might be worth, potentially, like, an easy completion, potentially.
My scouts report seeing strange lights among the fetid pools of the Gladden Fields.
And some of the heard a woman's song keening in the air still air. It's been a strange place, home of the shades and spirits, but late these reports have become more frequent. Has something changed? I cannot say and will not. And I will face it with tooth and claw if I must. This has always been my way.
The woodmen live nigh to the Gladden Fields.
Okay.
They will be the first affected.
Okay, so this is kind of, I think, similar to what we were being talked about earlier. There was that hunter that didn't do one of the things he was supposed to do, and he like didn't get some of the like a hunt fail basically, and I think that might be why. I am going to quickly go to the forest gate. Let's see what's going on there. Because I mean it's good. This is actually going to give us some new boots though, and we can actually see quite a high difference. So double the agility, like 400 more vitality, 400 and a bit. So that's definitely good. Plus 2 essence slots, that's nice as well. So we can actually do a little bit of work there. I will try and get that Ithilien essence off of it. But I won't worry too much because I think we have better stuff, or can get better stuff relatively easily, or it is possible at the very least. So we'll see how that goes, but it might be nice to see. Right, tell Legolas of Grimbeorn's decision.
The Lord of the Beornings, like all his kin, can be very stubborn.
Okay, and yet I believe he can be persuaded if he is shown the need of it. I have a plan. I will help you see it is done. First, you must defeat some of the threats that remain beneath the canopy. Grimbeorn must have shown that elves value the safety of its travelers or traders. Once you've defeated some of the enemies that threaten, meet with me at Beorningheads. Okay, so we're gonna try and defeat some enemies, I guess. We know how this generally goes. I'm gonna get distracted and maybe. Do you count? No, you can't. You don't. Do you count? No, you don't. Maybe we should go for a little bit of a longer episode and we'll go from there. Do you count? You do count. Cool. I want to go talk to the hunters and stuff, but we might potentially leave that for next episode. I mean, we're about halfway through a standard episode, so I think we should be good if we just go a little bit longer. I'm sure we can do both quests. I'll mainly kill the wolves. The wolves, like, this is a breath of fresh air. These are 115. They're really, really easy to kill comparing to what we're used to. Literally half the morale of what we're normally attacking. And yeah, like 5 levels below. So this should be really, really easy, really, really quick. We just have to try and get the enemies, like, we have to make sure we're actually attacking the enemies that we need to attack. So the boars don't actually count, the wolves do, the deers obviously don't as well. I would have thought the boars may have, but I guess they are more passive of an enemy rather than the wolves, which will kind of go out of their way to get you. We are also getting steel tokens, that's kind of nice for us. Again, when we get to the end of the event, we'll either buy a bunch of stuff, or at the very least, with at least a remainder or maybe all of it, we will be getting a load of marks. So I haven't actually gone around and, you know, collected a bunch of stuff for it. Like I said I was going to. I think more than likely it's better that I just do that on my champion, so I can just AoE a bunch of like low level enemies. They won't aggro me, of course, but they won't aggro me on this character either, even less so. But if we can just AoE a bunch of low level enemies, get a bunch of kills really, really quickly, even if I do the crawls of crafting stuff, to get some new, you know, level up these, that might be even doable. You don't count, do you? But yeah, that sort of thing might be really useful to us, and then we can get more marks, and then we can kind of help ourselves out, because I don't, as I said, I don't think that there are any available, you know, higher tier stuff at skirmish camps than what we have, the 105 stuff, but we're currently still using a 105 sword, and we can get a nice increase in, you know, stats if we were just to level that up a little bit to a higher level. So we kind of need to think about that a bit more, or just even look on the auction hall a bit more often. I have been looking, but not too terribly often, for some sort of agility, you know, Mordor type things. I keep saying Moria instead of Mordor. It's because I'm like constantly thinking about my legendary item on the legendary server, because that's kind of like the next big thing on that server. So for us at least, obviously there's people who have, you know, completed everything by now, but oh right, yo, I need a wolf. There we are. I found a wolf. I think what I might do is go to complete this, and then it was supposed to go Bjorninghus, and then what we can do is, I'm hoping the quest is a pretty easy completion after that, and maybe it just leads into another quest chain, but we can go to Hultvis using the travel skill, complete this bit, and then use the travel Stable Master or whatever to get back to Bjorninghus. I'm gonna try and loop back, because if not, if I'm really close, I'm just gonna travel back manually. But it kind of depends. Oh no, that's a bear, that's a boar. It's all I'm seeing is bears and boars. I want a wolf. There we are. Every time I say it. Maybe I should say it more often. Because these are the only enemies that, well, there are enemies further up, but these are like the easiest, and it means I just have to spend a little bit of time. Hey, we got a big, nice, like, den of them. We are going to have 3 aggroing us. That is fine. We're actually getting Doomfold hides. Not useful for us necessarily, but I'm sure I can use it. Plus, I need the Doomfold hides to get to like Ironfold anyway, so it's always useful. And worst case scenario, I can just go and sell it, can't I? Ah, cool. So of Bears and Elves, it's just an easy quest completion. So we'll head over to Hultvis next, go from there, and then when that quest completes, we'll head up to Bjorninghus quickly and go and I can't go. No, I can't. And then go complete that as well. So hopefully, we might even level up today. You never know. So, Bjorninghus... Nope, not Bjorninghus. That's not where we are. We are currently at Hultvis. But yeah, we're about 600k off. It's about 318k normally when we get the quest in. It could be a lot different for this, but hopefully. I mean, this is a 120 quest, so I'm hoping that's the case. That should be pretty cool. And then that should level us up, because that's, what, 638k, give or take, plus any extra enemy kills we have to do.
Can it be?
In my heart, I hoped you would return. I feared to send word, and in any event, I did not know how to reach you. But you arrive at the moment. I dared not to hope for it, even at my lowest point. So basically, I think his son is gone, which obviously is not great. But we're gonna go over and give him a hand with that. It's just literally opposite. So it's not down here where we were previously. We only had to kill 6 of them, so it's actually not that bad. Hopefully, they kind of spread out pretty much in a decent way, so we can actually stand a little bit of a chance. We'll put on our Daleman's crams if not. But yeah, we'll quickly see what we can do. You're just okay. You're just another character. I thought you may have just been an NPC. Honestly, I don't want to be aggroed by you because you're a pain. But yeah, 122 today could be really cool, especially if we can do another epic battle. That means we can just have everything will be upgraded if we get a drop, rather than potentially getting duplicates like we had been doing previously with like our necklace. So if I were to get another necklace, it'll be 122. So then it would just be better. Not by a massive amount, I'm sure, but better's better. Higher stats are what we're after. And then I'm going to just look really hard into this sword. If it means I potentially have to go and buy a sword off someone, like ask someone to craft me one, then so be it. But I'm going to have to look into it a little bit before that. I think part of me wants to just like try and make it myself, like be self-sufficient and have myself be crafting everything. But I understand in some regards, you got to get the Mordor recipes and stuff, and other recipes. Obviously, it's not just Mordor. I'm sure there's higher tier recipes now, and that's just not really viable a lot of the time for us to do. So there's a lot of people that go straight for that, and that's their main focus. So obviously they can then make like first stages and make quite a decent chunk of money just by having this ability to make an item, which is I think pretty cool. Okay, these guys are pretty easy. Now that we actually kind of... Oh, okay, so I'm actually against 2 of them. So let's... I haven't got my Daleman's crams on. So I'm gonna daze the other one for 10 seconds, which hopefully gives me enough time to sort of get a decent chunk out of this dude. And then it's just one-on-one basically after that. Yeah, see, we can pretty much... By the time he gets over here, this guy's going to be taken out. And then it's just one-on-one. So that's really what we want that daze for. And I'm glad I remember we have it. And even this. I have a lot of daze skills, I think. This is all a bit of a pain. Oh, 100% chance to break on damage after 1 second. So I guess if you damage them like literally the same second as doing it, like literally straight after, you could probably get away with it. But it's good to know we got our daze skills up there, so we can actually kind of use those. This has a minute cooldown. This looks like it has a 3-minute cooldown from what I remember. And we just leveled up our... What did we level up? I don't know, because yeah, we got item XP and stuff. That's fine, but we haven't tiered up anything. Like, it's not gonna be that, because it can't be, and it can't be this bit, unless it was this one. I think that was maybe 260. I'm really not sure what just happened. I would have to look back at the recording. Yeah, it's an interesting one. I also have to re-look into, since I'm looking into weapons and stuff, I have to re-look into if it's worth, like, if there's an actual benefit for going for a first stage. Last time I remember looking at it, I think it was just you have less levels to unlock. Like, overall, it's a higher base level, but I think in the end, you can still get to the same spot, no matter what. Like, same total final level at level, what is it, 80, 67, something like that. 67, yeah. I don't know why I thought 80. I guess maybe these are 80. Yeah, 83 for those. So yeah, I guess they all go up to 83 maximum. I guess I'll compare my actual first stage compared to my third stage here, because I do have a first stage on my main. But we'll maybe compare that there, see what the max stats are, and see if they're exactly the same. If they're exactly the same, I probably won't worry about it, because I think I've already put some stuff into this. It's probably not worth worrying about. But I'm sure in the end it would be nice to actually have a first stage, because it's kind of like this cool symbol that we've kind of done this nice thing. So, yeah, maybe it's something we do try and do. I also want to again look into, yeah, Bard's Arrow. I wonder if, so it's 15-second sphere. So I guess that's another case of a skill where we can have enemies run away if we need a little bit of break. It does have a 100% break chance on harm after 1 second, 3% break chance on damage after 1 second. Okay. So if you damage but don't harm, somehow. Okay, now we need to go to the shades on Gladden Hill, which are all the way down here. So those are just the spirits we killed last time, so almost would have been worth just staying, leaving that quest till then. But at least we're getting like 8k per thing, so we're getting like, okay, yeah, about 9k, let's say. 6 enemies there, that's like, what, 54,000, something like that, in my brain, quick maths. Then here, another 50k, so about 100k from that, which means even if this quest gives us a little bit less XP, hopefully we've, you know, got enough. We also killed like 8 enemies there. They weren't amazing XP, I'm sure, like, yeah, 1,500, so I'm not even going to worry about that. But yeah, hopefully, assuming this gives 320k-ish, and this gives about 320k-ish, or a little bit less, we should be leveling up today, which is pretty nice. The levels obviously just take longer and longer to go every single time. This is like, yeah, 6.5 million XP, so it takes a while. It's always nice when we get close, and hopefully we can get to the level cap maybe before it increases again. That might be a possibility. Probably not, because of just the way we do this series, and we kind of have, you know, if you're a regular player and you maybe play for like a couple hours a day on a character, fair enough, you can kind of get those levels quicker, but we kind of have that like, you count. Do you count? Okay, cool. They do. Everything counts. If you're a regular player just sort of playing, you know, let's say 2-3 hours a day on a character, you're doing probably at least 4-6 times as much questing potentially and killing and stuff as we are doing per episode. So you're gonna, that's why obviously you can level up a bit quicker, whereas we're somewhat limited, but it's nice to have a little bit of a nice pace with it. So these guys are actually pretty easy. We won't worry about that. I'm gonna try and stay away from aggroing anything that I can help. So like the ruffians and the toads, which there's one like over there, somewhere back there. Yeah, behind me now. Hey, steel tokens, they're always nice. And because we've got Blood Arrow now, we can kind of go into battles pretty quickly after each other, which is really nice, actually. We don't have to spend like half the episode waiting around for our health to regen. I mean, we still gotta wait for our health to regen a lot of the time, but it's just not as common. But it is safe. It's a good idea to wait for your health to regen. So yeah, these guys are pretty much, I mean, the glimmers and stuff are lower XP, but we are making roughly the same amount XP this time. I don't want to kill those because I know I'm just going to want to do the quest. Maybe we'll hold off, because I think we should be fine. I keep mixing up players and thingies. You count. You do. Part of me wants to just pick up all these because I know they're also part of a quest, like a quest chain. Not quest chain, but a deed. Like, area deed. Come on. Just take that last little bit of morale. I'm currently got a 20% miss chance increased. So that's why it's a bit of a pain. I'm going to try and not kill those things just because I don't want, like, quests being in my thingy when I'm not going to complete them today, and I'll do it next time I'm over here or something like that. Alright. How many more do we have to go? 2, and then we'll just go over to that Lost Shade, and then hopefully we, yeah, so might find his song around the Shades of the Gladden Fields if you don't find him in the Orcs, and then hopefully we do find him, And no, that's not a... I was about to say, is that a warband? Normally I only see those with warbands. There's like shieldy things. But hopefully we find him with this one. If not, we'll have to, I'm sure, go kill another set of enemies. This one says, like, ghostly figures. I would have thought this would be, like, the only 2 enemies it would be. It's like, hey, go check with the orcs, because that's where they got ambushed. Oh, if not, then here's the Lost Shades. What was the thing? You hear a faint voice calling from the northwestern reaches of the Gladden Fields. Okay, there was like a quick second where we had a different quest objective. Look for a bad wheeler in the northwest of... Oh, northwest. I am facing the wrong way. Maybe it's over here where that player was. It looks like it is. Okay. So the injured hunter lies among the remains of a dozen orcs. So he's not dead. Good.
I think the orcs were trying to take me alive.
We were separated and I could not get back to the village. I think the orcs were trying to take me alive. That's the only reason I still live. He pauses to catch his breath and he speaks again. His voice is still full of fear and his face is pale. Look what the orcs got for their trouble. Death. Death came for them. It was a terrifying spirit, a shade of evil countenance. It descended upon them and killed them all. It's a wonder it did not kill me too. I wonder what's going on there.
It was a man. So, it must have been in life.
Okay, so... I'm going to... Where are we right now? I'm going to use this as an excuse. I'm going to quickly not get aggroed. We're going to go to Hultvis. That gave us 318k, so we pretty much can guarantee we're leveling up today. We're going to go back to Hultvis, go back to Bjorninghus, kill this one, complete this one, and then we'll end off. Alright, so yeah, as I was saying, we'll complete this quest. We'll finish off for the day with this one being done. If we don't level up, we will quickly go and... complete some tasks. Even if we do, really, we'll see what tasks we can complete. But let's go complete this here. Good. Hey, and there we are.
Perhaps I can tell you a story of recent vintage.
So I'm going to keep that quest. I'm not going to complete it. Obviously, we're going to finish off for the day because we are reaching about half an hour, which is on the longer side of the episode times I like to keep. So that is now that quest, and then we have this one. So talk to Gandalf inside the Bjorninghus and tell him of Bad Wheeler's frightening encounter. We shall do that, but we should also potentially do Legolas's thing. It looks like a instance.
Since we have some time, let me tell you the story.
So maybe we'll start with that next time. But quickly we'll look at DCC, see what we can complete. Go around the back of here. It looks like we can complete 1, 2, 3, 4 of these quests today. I'm not going to go all the way to the stone, the dwarf hole thingies and whatever, but we'll see what we can complete here because these are really, really quick. So, Bristol's... Oh, okay. So maybe calcified... Yeah, so we do have calcified carcasses, and then we have stone... No, pebbled filth. Yep, and we have stone-worn fur. So that's what we're after. Cool, and that's going to give us 100,000 experience. Wow, okay, those are definitely worth doing. So Stoneworn Furs, we've only got 1 of those. And then Pebbled Filth, we can do 2 of them. But that's, like, dumb of me not to be doing. Especially, yeah, okay. Could have leveled up a lot quicker. Part of me wants to go around and put the Tome of the Stone of the Tortoise on and just grab a bunch of these items. Because... then we can just hold on to them and complete them. I know it's kind of... I'm probably not going to do it because it's kind of against, like, the whole point. But it's pretty cool. Yeah, a lot of XP. Let's just quickly see what else there is. Dwarf holds and the strongholds. Anyway, let's end off for today. We have... yeah, we've still only got 5 daily tasks. I don't know what our thing is for that. I don't know where to find that. Hobbies? Instances? No. Yeah, this one, Up and Comer. We've only done 35, so we actually already completed 100 before on the Legendary server, so we are a little bit lagging behind, but that's fine. We won't worry about that too much. But nonetheless, enough of us rabbling on about all that. We need to carry on doing that because I didn't realize how good the XP was. Yeah, if we can do 5 a day, that's 500,000 XP. That's, you know, assuming let's say we didn't do any quests, that's 2 weeks worth of episodes. Well, technically 4 weeks worth of episodes to do, and then we are level up again. So 14 days of episodes because 500,000 per one. Coupled with, obviously, quest completions and stuff like that, and killing the enemies and stuff like that, it's just going to be a lot quicker. So we gained almost the same amount of XP from giving in the tasks as we did from just completing quests today. So that's definitely something good. But obviously, we picked those up from, like, Bristle Firs Strongholds. That's a bit annoying that I've got a bunch. But, yeah, we picked those up from, obviously, a couple of episodes worth, so we're not going to be getting those all the time, but it's worth looking at. Nonetheless, as I said, enough of me rambling. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. And what I'll do is I'll see you in the next episode, where we will, carry on with this whole thing. Hopefully complete some more tasks. Go talk to the Prince of Mirkwood and see what he has to say as well. Try and get a lot done, because we had a couple of episodes where we were slowing down on quests, so I want to pick up. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.